Alright, we have begun the championship round after some technical delays. We've got Gumby on top as Toad. We've got Tom on the bottom. Peach quickly spins out, falls behind, but that may not be bad in terms of getting some better items to boot. Toad opens. Gumby with a mushroom. Good star position early for Tom. This is an exciting, really best of 3 series because Gumby had knocked out Tom in the winner's bracket, and now after Tom ended up winning the second one, we have this as the deciding third match as Gumby is in first. We've got Tom in fourth. Gumby's got those 3 shells protecting him, but looks like Tom's probably going to hold on to that star for a little while and maybe try to use it later at the end. We got some pixelated DK there on top as Gumby holds on to the lead halfway through, going into the tunnel. Very well lit tunnel. Oh, as Tom gets hit and he falls back to third. He does avoid the green shell there. Gumby with a decent but not insurmountable lead. Gumby with a banana. We are going into lap 3. Gumby falls off the track for a moment, but Tom is still several seconds behind. Looks like Tom's going to try to hold on to that star, possibly use at the very end. Good driving by both. So, it looks like it is a good strategy by Tom as he takes the win. Gumby with 6. Tom with 9 to start. Heading to Moo Moo Farm. Moles, moo, lots of cows. The cows, I believe, are actually called Moo Moos as we get going here. Looks like Tom's not going to take a backseat in this one. Tom takes an early start, gets a green shell, immediately hits Gumby with a green shell backwards. Star for Gumby. Gumby's going to try to... Both of them are going to try to go through the mole section here. Gumby gets a second star. Another green shell. It's going to fart off to the side. Tom doesn't hit anyone on that one. It's a close one, but Gumby hits a mole and he falls behind. He uses another star. Look, Mommy, it's the Moo Moos. Lap 3, here we go. Tom with a banana. Tom with another green shell. There's some red shells behind. Gumby's going to unleash them. 1, 2. He hits. And he stays behind just to hit him one more time. Tom falls to third. Gumby is ahead. Gumby still has 2 red shells, so if he plays this safely, he's probably going to win. He's going to go through the mole section, though. Tom's got to gain back some ground because DK's right behind in second. And right Gumby takes first. Tom is going to fall to third. Gumby gets his 9 points.
Losing a few points from DK there, but still plenty of racing to go.
Welcome, Simon.
Thank you for introducing me. I will be your other commentator for this match.
We're heading to Koopa Troopa Beach. Third track of the game, one of the shorter tracks.
This one takes some skill because there's a ramp jump you have to make, and missing the ramp would cost you a lot of time.
Tom with the early red shell, but Gumby does avoid it with his green.
Let's see what they do. Oh, Tom picking up a second place star. That's really lucky.
He's going to use it right now. He's going to try to get Gumby. Gumby does avoid the star. Gumby trips on some items there and looks like he's fallen back a little bit.
Both have sets of trip greens right now. Paul makes it through. Gumby barely makes it. He hit the wall there, but clipped through.
Some red shells for Gumby as he tries to make up some ground, but he's a little behind here. Not sure those are going to hit.
Gold not really going to help him that much in this scenario.
Gumby's probably going to want Tom to miss the ramp, so this is going to be an important ramp. Tom does make it through.
Gumby has trip reds, but... Oh! Okay. So, Gumby misses, but it was pretty much settled at this point, so...
Tom gets his 9 points.
Thing. And the CPUs are far enough back, so Gumby should be settled for second here.
Looks like we're all tied up at 21 points to 21.
Gosh, that's crazy. Didn't realize it was a tie.
Gumby gained a good amount of ground on Moo Moo Farm, but looks like he gives it all right back. We're off to the fourth track in Mushroom Cup, Calamari Desert.
This track is very key with speed items, just like Luigi Raceway and Moo Moo Farm.
Early green shell for Gumby. He runs into the train.
Wow. He gets triple shrooms, so he's gonna catch right back up.
Assuming he doesn't hit the train track like that.
And he gets the star.
Tom trips up Gumby with many of those bananas.
Yeah. Let's see what Tom gets here. It's a green shell.
Gumby's going to go ahead and use the star. He's going to try to make the cut here.
Yep. And he's going to be able to cut the next sand section with these triple shrooms.
Tom's probably going to try to make use of the shell, but he misses.
Yeah. Tom gets triple shrooms as well, so they're pretty much right at the same spot.
This is going to be a close lap 3. Very close. They're way ahead. Look at how far ahead they are of the AI.
Yeah. The AI is so far behind, so they don't really have to worry at this point.
It's just going to be a one-on-one for the finish. Both have green shells.
Yeah.
They're gonna... They may crash into each other. Oh.
Tom is gaining, but he can't...
They took each other's green shells out, and Tom gets hit by a shell.
Luckily, Tom didn't get hit inside the tracks there, because that would have been very bad for him.
Yeah, if he got knocked over, he would have possibly lost the second place spot, but Gumby's going to take a 3-point lead.
Yeah, DK was he had a slight lead over the other AI right here. So DK definitely had a chance there if Tom were to get knocked inside the tracks.
Gumby 30, Tom 27. And now we're going to have the contestants reset, so we go straight to Flower Cup and Toad's Turnpike.
Yeah. Toad's Turnpike is a slightly tough track just because of all the traffic and stuff.
And just because it's a contained track doesn't mean you can't get knocked off the track. And I'm sure both racers are going to try to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very easy to get knocked off this track if you're not careful. Both missing the start boost, but avoiding the spinouts on the AI.
We anticipate Tom will try to take all the items, and it looks like that does prevent Gumby from getting one.
Tom instantly using the boo. And yeah, the boos act differently for Grand Prix rather than Versus. So the boo acts like, so Tom was in first place there.
Tom
so
gets hit by 2 reds, but Gumby spins out.
Item. Oh man, Gumby, that's rough.
Gumby hits the bus. Gumby does get a star, but the triple shrooms for Tom, that's going to, I think, keep him ahead.
Use it. Destroys Mario. Gets a single red.
It's going to be a matter of timing for
Bowser here.
He's going to, yep,
and
he's going to, he nails the red shell there.
Yeah. Good play for Gumby to wait until he passed Bowser to fire off that red. Oh, nice play.
The green does knock Tom back a bit. Although he can still come back for sure.
It's triple shrooms. Wario's right behind Gumby right now. The AI, they rubber band very hard on this track, so you can't really get too far out with them just being right behind you.
Both have a single red, but Tom's not quite in position to aim it. Well, I guess he does anyway. Not sure that's going to help him too much.
Gumby hits Wario anyway, so the red that Tom threw wasn't that good.
Tom trying to fire off his reds.
They all canceled. I'm really trying to catch up with some good driving here.
Definitely some quick MTs from Tom.
Let's see what he gets here.
He does get two more shrooms than Gumby does.
Gumby gets a single. Gumby swaps out items right there.
Oh, green shell hits
no.
Tom!
This is bad for Tom because Wario is now ahead of him. Oh, but Wario
He spun out, so he's going to get back his second place, but
Mario is right behind him, though. He's got to be careful about that.
oh, those items are not going to help him. Gumby's going to take first. Tom takes second. Gumby 39, Tom 33.
By the looks of it, the lag seems consistent, which is good.
It is, and I think it's gotten better since the rehosting and whatnot.
Yeah, that's a good thing. As we move on to Frap Snowland, the sixth track, also the second track in the Flower Cup.
Both get the boost this time, I think. Or at least Gumby did.
Yeah, Gumby did.
Early
Oh
lightning.
wow, second place lightning.
This gets real interesting with the red shell and the lightning. We'll see how they play this.
No.
Looks like Tom's just gonna go.
Oh, wow.
Tom
That
with
was
the
so
perfect lightning
unusual
spot.
for that to happen.
Tom's perfect lightning spot puts Gumby all the way back. And Gumby spins out on a banana.
You don't really see that play that much, because usually people just make it over from that. But Tom, that was really lucky for Tom there, for him to get Gumby off. And this is what Tom needs now, because he's already behind in points, and he's already got a good lead over Gumby.
Definitely a good place for Tom to be, because Tom is behind by 6 points. If he holds this position, he would be up by 2 overall. Gumby's just going to go ahead and throw reds at AI to try to catch up.
Yeah. So he's going to catch up very easily, because reds on this track are just so powerful, they can pretty much go anywhere.
There are not a whole lot of walls to keep them contained, except for near the end.
They can also climb up...
Oh! But Gumby goes off the track! And where did he... Oh, he got placed back a little bit.
Yeah. He went out of bounds a little bit there, trying to cut off some snow. Unfortunately, went too aggressive.
But the AI in front of him kind of fell back. There's not much to even... DK just fell off the bridge.
DK just fell off, but Gumby also almost fell off by slipping on a banana there.
So Tom is very comfortably in first. He's going to take 9 points.
Yeah, he's got a huge lead. There's bananas at the end. He's got to be careful with that, but he should be fine if that happens.
And then Gumby's got to hold off the AI. That's, rubber banding and trying to get back to him.
Oh, DK's like stuck on the bridge there. That's funny.
Oh, yeah, DK has been glitched off the track.
I don't know what's going on with DK, but he's not having a good time.
He finally got lifted off by Lakitu, I think. No, he's moving again. Gumby goes up to 45 points. Tom 42. It's a 3-point margin. DK had a really rough day.
I'm gonna go to the home menu. Not sure who that is. Okay.
Not sure. One of them has paused momentarily, but I think they're back.
Alright. Jocko Mountain. This can be a scary course, because lightnings can be a huge factor, and there's some of the walls on this track can just suck you in and just throw you back out. It's not good. You just gotta try to not mess up. Obviously. I don't know what else to say.
The big thing is going to be that section, of course, near the end where anyone can just fall off. It could be a banana, it could be a lightning bolt. They could fall all the way back and lose like 7 or 8 seconds right here, but on the top side.
I'm gonna wait until... Okay, I was thinking about something else. He's gonna hit Gumby there. I thought he was gonna get around, wait for Gumby to get around that part and shoot him off the track. That's what I was thinking.
That's what I figured he'd do, but instead Tom has 2 red shells and a shroom in first place, which is a good place to be, although he just loses 1 to AI. And he's just going to go ahead and...
the other one.
He's actually just going to go ahead and use it because he sees that Gumby is getting mushrooms that catch up.
Boo. And Gumby's got triple reds.
So what we would anticipate here...
He just got sucked into the wall right there. That's the annoying part about this course.
But Gumby wasted his red shells.
Yeah, he just threw them away. Wants a better item. Gets a single green. Not really going to help him.
Looks like
I'm probably going to save this boo until the turn where it's easy to fall off, which is a good play by him.
That appears to be what he's doing. He's going to save it so that he can't fall off or get bolted or...
Speaking of getting bolted, the CPUs, only the 8th place CPU can use a lightning, and it's a 1% chance of happening. It's very low odds, but it can happen, and it's happened numerous times. You just never know when it happens. Never know when it's going to happen.
Both of them played safely at the end. And
it's going to
be 1-2.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice Yoshi got hit there.
So we are all tied up again at 51-51, with Tom making up that, 6-point difference at one point?
Yeah, that was like 6 points. Yeah, there was a 6-point gap going into Toad's Turnpike, I believe.
Heading to Mario Raceway. 8th track of the game. 4th and final track of Flower Cup.
This is a pretty crazy track, just because speed items are also like a really huge factor here. One of the shortest courses in the game. And yes, like I said, speed items are just so key here. You can cut off so much time just by cutting off these corners and stuff.
Absolutely. Many grass areas you can use speed items to get through. We'll see if Tom decides to use red shells here. He certainly has enough if he wants to use them. Gumby's green shell attempt misses. Tom's going to go ahead and use them and take the lead, but he doesn't take the lead because he took the turn wrong. And it gets hit by green shell.
Wow.
So, Tom had the advantage there, but he misplayed that whole section and is still behind.
He gets a lightning roll.
He's going to go ahead and use the lightning before the items.
See what he gets. And this, wow.
Wow, Tom's getting some incredible items here.
Tom should have it, but it's still a little too early to tell.
Tom's going to go ahead and save the star for the end.
Yeah. He's not using it. Interesting. I would have used it
Gumby missed the items.
right as I went around that turn.
Looks like he just wanted to save it at the end so you couldn't get hit by anything. And it looks like that's going to work for him because Gumby's not going to get those reds in time.
Usually, like, when you use it right around that turn, you're like right on the final turn when it runs out, so...
That's very
true. I was a little
true.
surprised he didn't use it earlier. But it still works out for him anyway.
Tom got some pretty good items on this track, and he took advantage of them enough to win. He's up 60-57 as we go into the Star Cup.
That star is like a perfect example of why speed items are just so key on Mario Raceway. Gumby maybe thinking that Peach is Tom's best character, so he stole Peach.
It would appear that way.
And he likes Peach himself, so maybe he thinks he can get some luck. Tom spinning out on one of the AI. He's back into 8th place. But he's got a chance to pick up some really good items.
Looks like he does get a star.
I'm driving pretty well in first right now.
Gumby puts down the banana, but, Tom has the star and just runs through it.
Yep. Yeah, Tom, just like that, is back into 2nd place.
Tom has many green shells and will take the lead here because Gumby spins out.
Oh, the red targets Tom from underneath.
Oh, and another green shell the other way.
Wow. And he hits Mario as well. Okay.
We have a lot of shell fun here halfway through the first lap. As Gumby gets more red shells, but he...
Ooh.
Whoa, interesting.
Maybe he was thinking they could climb up the wall there.
It looked like for a moment it could. Oh, wow. Almost. The green shells almost hit Gumby.
That was...
Fake item from Tom.
Good fake item placement by Tom there. Yeah, CPU bolts can come into play here. There's a huge ramp where you jump over some of the track, and if you fall down, you lose quite a bit of time. So you don't want that to happen.
And the big ramp always has interesting implications because while the two players are not allowed to use it against each other, they can still use other items. They can try to put bananas down. They could have shells in the region. They can still try to make use of it, just not with a lightning bolt.
Yep. Lightnings are... We're not allowed to use lightnings in on ramp areas for this tournament. Well, we could, but we can't make the other player fall off, if that makes sense.
So players can use it before, as long as the other player has a chance to actually recover from it.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Thank you for explaining that better.
Okay, so Gumby uses the red shells there again, but again, not... Well, they actually did connect.
Wow.
So, good placement, I suppose. It just didn't give him... Tom still holds on. Warrior Stadium is the second longest track in the game, actually.
Yeah. Second longest. Gumby's probably going to make use of these reds because they can climb over some walls on this track.
The walls are quite low in Warrior Stadium, which makes for a lot of interesting shortcut opportunities, but this tournament is a no-skips tournament. But it also means that shells can climb some walls in places you probably wouldn't expect.
Yep, Gumby sends off two.
One of them...
Oh, only one of them made it.
He does have three more. Looks like he's going to wait until he has a better spot where the shells can climb the wall, and we're probably expecting him to shoot them again here. And he does. He has the lightning. He's going to try to make up some ground, but he is still ways back, even with the lightning. Tom's going to go ahead and fire a green shell back. Oh, fake item gets Gumby.
Another fake. Wow.
And another green. That green. Wow. Tom's going to go ahead and take a 6-point lead here, with Tom taking 9 points and Gumby taking 6.
Gumby's still picking up 6 points. He is behind now, Tom. By 6 points, so he's gotta make something happen here. It's not too late, but definitely want to make something happen sooner rather than later.
Sherbet Land's always kind of an interesting track because your most optimal time trial route is not probably your best route playing Grand Prix, because there's so many ways for you to get knocked off the track.
Yep. I'm gonna blast away with this gold shroom. And they're stuck to each other.
Lots of mushrooms to go around here early on in lap 1.
Gonna be taking it wide, knowing that the penguin was in the inside line.
Tom's going to wait a moment because of the walls. And then he fires one off and gets Gumby with one of them. He's going to wait and hit him again, but...
Oh!
Oh, and Tom gets knocked off by the penguin! Tom falls all the way down to 8th, 7th place. But that's what we mean by how the fastest time trial track, you know, optimal route may not always be the best Grand Prix route.
Tom jumping off of Wario there nearly messed him up.
Blue shell from Tom to go after Gumby.
Spins out on a banana.
Tom falls all the way down to 8th place.
Gets a star.
He'll gain back most of this ground just off of the star as Gumby gets hit by the blue shell.
I think Tom wanted to go for the items there because he knew he knows he needs to catch up. Unfortunately, doesn't get them though. Oh wow!
Bolt spot does not get Gumby. Tom hits the wall.
Oh, that's so unfortunate for Tom. He could have used that to catch up, but just bad driving unfortunately cost him that.
This may be a particularly costly track for Tom, considering he had a lead, and he's not really in range of catching up, even with the AI right now.
This is not good for Tom. He's going to lose a lot.
Gumby's going to take his 9 points. Tom's only going to get a single point on this track.
Wow.
Gumby 72, Tom 70. Gumby has retaken the lead.
That was much needed for Gumby there.
Generally good driving by Gumby, and he just held on after Tom made some unforced errors. We go to Peach's track. Let's see if that goes to Gumby's advantage. Gumby gets the start boost. Tom does not.
Gets a single shroom. Shrooms are really good on this track as well.
Definitely a number of grass areas that you can cut across with that mushroom, which Gumby's going to go ahead and use right now.
I feel like...
And he's got another mushroom to cut across another nice area.
That area right there is one of the best areas to cut off some time by using speed items there.
Tom decides to just use his mushroom so he can get another item.
Gumby gets the bounce.
Tom uses the boo. Looks like both of them are just trying to get better items while using the ones they have. As Tom is in position to hit Gumby with red shells if he chooses to do so. Fake item takes out one of them, but the other two end up getting Gumby.
I was gonna get Gumby again with those greens. Barely misses though. Oh, and he
Tom just runs into a... Whoa!
Oh! CPU lightning.
AI bolts Tom into a crash.
Bolted into Mario, and he loses a bit of time there, but those shrooms will help him catch right back up.
Tom trying to catch up with some straight stretch mini turbos. As he gets another... Well, actually, he gets his first lightning. He uses it right now, and he's going to take the lead here.
I'll be trying to snipe Tom there with that green.
Backward green shell hits Gumby!
Wow. That was a great green by Tom there. He gets a single shroom for good measure. He's got a shroom right there. That's one of the tougher areas to shroom just because there's a slope right after that big hill and you can usually get pulled down.
Meanwhile, Gumby still has to fend with the AI in front of him and behind him.
Yeah. He's got a single red, so he's probably going to throw this at DK.
It looks like he's just going to go ahead and pass DK, and then, oh, Mario takes out the red.
Yeah, if he threw it at DK, DK would have most likely dodged it because he would have been on the ramp.
Those bananas are not going to be super helpful for Gumby, as Tom's going to take the win and get back his lead with 9 points. Gumby's going to take 6 here.
Yeah.
Gumby 78, Tom 79. Tom has a single point lead.
All right, we're moving on to one of, if not the toughest course, Bowser's Castle.
Certainly, probably the highest variability track in the whole game. So, if you get off pattern with the thwomps, I mean, you really have to adjust to the thwomps as they come.
Yeah. Thwomps are on cycles, so if you're not familiar, like Bobby said, if you're not familiar with any of the thwomp cycles, you're not going to have a good time.
And this bridge always creates some interesting... Well, really, this whole section is very interesting. Easy to spin out near the courtyard section on 150cc. As it is very, very close as we...
Gumby with better driving catches up.
They're basically trading the lead without items here.
Good item for Gumby, because he can ghost through some of the thwomps if they're in his way.
And it's probably what he's going to do. Yep, he's going to go ahead and... Oh, he takes a star!
And he steals a second place star. That is crazy. Gumby in a really good spot. He's in a really good situation now.
Now he's in first place with a star. That's an excellent place to be. And he knows that, and he's going to hold on to the star for a while.
And the AI can be very evil on this track, placing items like bananas in places where you most likely would fall off.
Tom trying to get the shrooms to get back in place. Whoa, interesting!
Oh.
Tom gets the lightning bolt in advance of Gumby being able to use the star.
Wow.
Now Gumby can't use it for the thwomp section.
Gumby's gonna have to use it soon to try
to catch up. He's got to use it,
up.
yeah, and he's gonna go ahead and use it here. But he's got to also safely get through this section, going as fast as he goes. Gumby chops down some plants for good measure.
Yep.
The red shell is in an interesting spot. Sometimes it can hit and knock someone over, but it's not going to work here as Tom wins.
That is so unfortunate for Gumby. He had that, he had a good, that star would have helped him to win, but Tom with another second place bolt just ruined it, unfortunately.
Tom takes an 88-84 lead as we go into the final cup. DK's Jungle Parkway awaits.
DK's Jungle Parkway. So we're going to be visiting the monkey in his Jungle Parkway.
Where the restless natives will throw rocks at you if you're off the course.
Yep. Very annoying.
And the interesting aspect of that is, those restless natives, if players get bolted, they just get smashed by those little rocks that otherwise wouldn't do any damage. Tom spins out early.
Again. Spins out on Bowser.
Gumby attempts the
Yeah,
backward
this
green
is-
shell, does not connect, but the red shells could be interesting here as
Oh!
he gets knocked
great
off
red.
completely, and now Gumby is behind. Well-placed reds by Tom there. Bolt position for Gumby, but he doesn't execute on the getting one of the rocks thrown at him and having him squashed. But still, he has caught up quite a bit.
Yeah, he's like right back in it. That
Gumby
fake
with...
item, yeah, that's the tough one to avoid because it's like right in the middle of the bridge.
Oh, and he runs into Wario once and
Oh.
twice!
AI really trolling Gumby right now. And that allows Tom to get into a bigger lead. And he picks up the ghost.
Tom is way ahead at this point, probably by about 10 seconds or so.
Tommy's gotta watch out for this boat, because you can hit the boat.
He
And
barely avoids the
avoids
the boat. It is interesting because sometimes you can fly through the boat with Mario Kart physics, but other times you just run into it and you have to go through the ramp again.
I've been running into it quite a bit lately. And it's not fun at all.
Gumby's going to go ahead and put some bananas down on the bridge to hopefully get Tom on the final lap, but Tom is way, way ahead. And he still has a boo to avoid any potential shells and other items.
There. It was probably a bit of a risky play by Gumby there.
Gumby does barely make it over. He's going to go ahead and shroom in a good spot here to cut across the grass. Tom uses the boo to get past the final bananas on the bridge. He's going to easily take 9 points.
Gumby's way ahead. They were both way ahead of the AI, so...
Pretty interesting how the AI just fell way behind on this one. Tom up to 97 points, Gumby 90. It's a 7-point match.
Speaking of the AI, next track, they can fall behind super easily. So you gotta watch out for the AI being in your way.
Yoshi Valley, the fun always starts with a hairpin jumps and whether or not both people can actually hit those jumps when there are items in play as well.
It might be really tough executing it with the lag, but let's see how they do. Gumby just instantly using the boo.
Gumby avoids the early
Doesn't take
red
the
shells.
left path to avoid the spinies.
Both of them take the safer path. Gumby gets hit by the red shells, forcing him to go around the long way.
Tom makes the hairpin.
I'm actually surprised
And
Tom didn't use the fake item there, but...
Mario's constantly saying yippee behind Gumby. He said it like 4 times. Yippee!
It is kind of an interesting game because unlike the other Mario Kart games, the characters do make sounds as they're driving. Run into the wall by Tom.
Yeah.
Gumby spins
Will he make
out,
the
but he's...
hairpin? Oh, he misses
he
the
missed
jump,
the jump!
and he falls.
This could be an opportunity for Gumby, because he did not get placed back. He got placed back rather than got placed forward, because he was too far left.
Oh.
Tom gets into a collision with Wario. Looks like Tom's probably going to save these the golden mushroom for a better stretch. No, he's going to just go ahead and use it here.
Let's see if he will be able to make it through all this grass right here. He's not going.
Yeah,
Maybe
he got
he's
through quite a
aware.
bit of
Yep,
it, actually.
the gold would have ran out. So
Still got through a good amount of it. But he is
yeah,
a bit behind.
used the gold slightly too early.
Crash
there,
into the wall for Gumby. Big hairpin
gold,
jump.
But
Gumby does make the hairpin jump, so he is in good shape to win.
has to watch out for the egg. Oh.
Oh, Tom
Mario
almost
nearly
falls
getting in the way
off.
of Tom there.
Very close.
Yeah, and I believe he clipped the fence there, so he had a weird angle.
He did.
Yeah, sometimes when you clip the fence, the angle you are in just gets screwed up, and then you most likely will be able to fall. But luckily, Tom was able to execute it even with that fence clip.
After all this, Tom is only up by 4 points, 103 to 99. This is really, as I mentioned before, this is really a best of 3 series because they've knocked each other out to cause the first loss in the tournament, and now this is kind of the decider for the championship.
Yeah. What's the points right now?
103, 99, Tom.
Oh man. Yeah, Banshee can be the decider.
Banshee Boardwalk causes a lot of damage to everyone playing through it, because if you fall, it's a big fall. And the AI will quickly catch up to you and beat you.
Yeah. This is a very easy course to fall off into the water. You gotta be mindful of that.
Interesting situation where Gumby trips, he just slips, and there were other consequences.
Tom getting a lot of lightnings this round.
Tom's going to get the lightning. He's going to use it to try to get the bats to go after Gumby. So far, Gumby is taking a good route through and probably won't get hit by any of the bats. Yeah. But Tom takes the lead.
Wario
that was close.
Nearly runs over Gumby there. That would have been very bad for Gumby. Because I think it was like right at the end of the lightning too, so he would have lost a whole lot of time there.
Absolutely. Gumby's reds all get taken out by the AI. Although, Tom's pretty well protected. More reds for...
Reds. Yeah, reds can't really do much on this track, unfortunately.
There's just too many walls.
Gonna try to hold back the AI, though. Throws away the reds. Wario's right there with him. And he gets hit by the green.
Just rogue green shell. Gumby tries to use up his mushroom so he can get another item here, as the green shell gets a little close there. Tom in the pole position. He's going to go ahead and just hold on to the fake item for a little bit. Meanwhile, Gumby's still fighting off Toad, getting real close.
Gets him with a fake item.
Gumby uses up his reds.
Away the reds.
He gets more reds.
More reds.
Still doesn't help him.
Yeah, he needs like a power item here for him to have a chance.
Oh, spin out! Oh, but he fires it off too early.
Yeah. Oh, and he gets the gold. This might be close.
This could get close if no one runs into any shells or bananas. Tom is gonna win. Tom is up. Let's see. Tom's got 112. Gumby has 105. So Gumby's gotta win out on this last one. He has to get first place.
Yeah, he has to get first, and Tom has to get fourth or lower. And on Rainbow Road, that's very unlikely to happen. But anything can happen. So
if someone gets, shelled off the track and has to take 15 seconds to recover, that's the kind of play Gumby's going to have to make.
Yeah, Gumby's really going to have to play aggressive on this one for him to have a chance.
Longest
Tom
track.
just has to, you know, just drive. Try not to make too many mistakes.
This is definitely going to be a driving exhibition. This is the longest track in the entire Mario Kart series.
Yep.
And it may
About 5 to 6 minutes long.
5 if you're on NTSC, 6 if you're on PAL. Even with the regular shortcut, it doesn't.
Oh, very close.
Whoa, very close.
Yes, Toad goes flying. It's pretty funny when the AI can do some random things.
That's for sure.
Pulls out bananas, gets Gumby.
GG, sure, CPU is kind of stupid, but sometimes the plays they make are just incredible, just by accident sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. For example, they can just, if you're right behind them, they can just, like, pull out a fake item box, and you're, like, right behind them. They could get you with a fake item.
Another banana slip. As Tom tries to keep Gumby back, as Gumby uses triple shrooms.
Yeah, both are just pulling away from the AI. Unfortunately, the AI is not that good when it comes to this track. Gumby getting a second place star, that's good.
Oh, green
and he
shell!
gets hit by the green, wow.
Gumby is really getting hit by Tom's good item placement as Tom spins out.
Probably a 150cc spin out mechanic issue there.
Gumby uses a star. He's going to try to hit the green shell's head, but he misses.
There's a chomp right there. They're
Whoa!
Oh, Gumby barely. They both avoid the chomp barely.
Gumby barely avoids the fake item after that.
Yeah, that chomp on the start of lap 2 can be an issue sometimes.
Certainly interesting that both of them went for the scenic route on. Oh, as Gumby gets hit by another green shell. Tom's been really effective with item usage in this.
He's gonna fire off some reds, try to get Tom, but it doesn't seem like they're gonna reach him. Nope, he canceled. The best place on this track is probably the big straightaway at the start to fire off reds, but they do take a while because they travel through the air.
And the track is so long.
Most of the time you won't really get to, yeah, most of the time the reds won't even get to your opponent just because they take a long time.
This is definitely a track where you want your speed items, whether it's triple mushrooms or whether it's a star. If you're trying to catch up. I mean, otherwise, red shells can be useful if you get close, but you gotta be close.
He hits the chomp. And he drops the fake. That might have been a mistake. Oh, wow. Okay, he avoids it.
He almost hit his own fake item.
Yeah, that's a mistake you never want to do. If you're holding a fake and you get hit by something in the air, you don't let go of the fake. Sometimes you can hit your fake as well right after.
That ends up being
I've done many times.
That would be a very unpleasant surprise for sure.
Yep. Triple reds for Gumby. Let's see what he does.
He does have the straightaway now, so
yeah. Gonna be probably gonna shoot them off. Yep. I'm gonna shoot 2 of them.
He's gonna hold one more until after. And then he's going to go ahead and fire his next one as he takes the scenic route over this part of the track instead of doing a trans style.
There's 2 of them. And the other one hits the banana. Good red shells by Gumby there.
Gumby is within range, although he's going to want some more speed items. And what he really needs to do is get like a good red shell placement to knock Tom off the track, because he's going to need to get those points. He does get a second place bolt.
That was a good red throw. Even though it didn't hit Tom, it hit his banana. That was still really good. He's probably going to cycle for items right here. Yep, that's exactly what he does. Gets the red.
Once he gets closer, he could... Well, he aimed it a little too late.
Passes him, so...
Right now, Tom's still in a good spot, though, despite being in second, because he's way ahead of the AI, and he only needs a second-place finish.
Yeah.
Even a third would be fine.
Yeah.
And with Toad spinning out, well, I guess Tom also spun out by hitting a chomp.
Gumby really slowing down. He wants to try and get Tom.
Oh, but he misses on the road. But he gets the green shell.
Yep. Yeah, good place from Gumby to trying to slow Tom down to allow the AI to try to catch up.
It just might be a little too late and not enough.
Oh yeah, and Tom has reds with him, so this might be. Fires off 2. Gumby pulls out. He's going to stay close to the fence to cancel the reds. That was a good play.
Tom avoids the traps as Gumby takes the track but loses the championship to Tom. Tom 118. Gumby 114.
Congrats to Tom.
Well played match, really, by both Gumby and Tom. Tom just did very slightly better and wins the tournament. And that's a wrap.
Because he was already at a disadvantage coming into this round. Like, he had to win twice to take the championship. And that's exactly what he did.
Tom had fallen down to the loser's bracket, so he couldn't lose anymore. Gumby had an extra one to lose. That said, it really was a best of 3 because Gumby had knocked Tom down to the loser's bracket to begin with.
Tom does get his revenge, though.
What a tournament we have here. So to show the bracket at this point, we have Tom being the superstar with the giant yellow star from the bracket that GG just put together and finalized. Tom is the tournament champion in our very first Mario Kart 64 Switch tournament. Certainly been a fun one to commentate. Thanks for joining in, Simon.
Yeah, no problem. I thought this was a great match and great to commentate as well.
There is a parallel tournament going on Kylera with many of the same people playing, as Gigi wanted to point out.
That is true.
There's more Grand Prix action in the Kylera tournament. I believe that's a wrap. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been an interesting tournament through and through. I'm sure we'll be holding more in the future. But from Rainbow Road, we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.